For those that live in a cave, as I dream to one day do, Christmas passed recently. I'm not a big fan of Christmas, and it's not because the same people who complained about halal food certification last year then proceeded to shove a Christian holiday down my throat. No, the main reason I hate Christmas is because of the gift exchange, which, following economic logic, shouldn't exist. It can also explain which of the gifts you painstakingly put effort into are now going to be returned, and why. People argue that the gift-giving holidays are great for the economy, since it causes a spike in retail spending. But this ignores the huge deadweight loss that occurs every year when people exchange gifts. Joel Woldfogel wrote a paper analysing it in 1992, and the logic goes like this. You are not a monkey that only knows how to fling shit. You are very likely aware that shopping centres exist, and that if you want material goods, you can go there and exchange cash for such items. Following this logic, if you really wanted something, you could either currently go to the store and buy it, or you already have it. Anything you don't own or want is because you don't want it enough for how much it costs. Therefore, since most of us have already bought the things we really want, most gifts are just things we wouldn't buy ourselves at the prices our friends paid for them. The item you bought for your grandparents is only worth $20 to them, but you paid $50. Therefore, they would have gotten the same amount of use had you have just given them $20 in cash. 60% of that item's worth was destroyed the moment you bought it as a gift. This is called deadweight loss, and Woldfogel estimated that this loss can be between a tenth and a third of the total value of all gifts every single Christmas. If you look at this chart, it shows the relationship of deadweight loss on a non-cash gift from a specific relative, and the likelihood that that same friend or relative's gift will be exchanged. The distance from the origin along the line represents social distance from the person you're giving the gift to, the closest being significant others and friends, the furthest being my estranged father. Whoa, Harriet, you human cyborg. Gifts have worth that is not purely economic. There is sentimental value in some presents. There's the good feeling you get inside when you're being charitable and doing something nice, which is partnered by the feeling of gratitude in the receiver. Then there is what the gift signals from the person giving the gift to the person receiving it. Some people say that the best part about Christmas is the feeling of giving. I would argue these people are liars. Random gift giving without an occasion is charitable, but occasional gift giving like birthdays and Christmas have an unspoken social contract that the gift will be reciprocated this year or the next. Thus, Christmas gift exchange ends up being more economical than charitable. Then there is signaling. For those that don't know, signaling was a concept created by US economist Michael Spence. A man with a comb over that says, "I know what you're trying to signal to me, girl." A typical example of signaling is a resume job interview. You might put some things that are technically not relevant to the post you applied for, but tell the employer something about your qualities. Gifts do a similar thing with the magic of friendship. A good gift signals to your friend, "Hey man, here's something that shows how well I know you. Don't forget how good friends we are, because I sure haven't." While handing over the gift, you may not explicitly say to your friend, "I like you, and because I like you, I remember things you say, and thus remembered that you like this item. So the gift I am giving you not only holds the value of this gift, but also the sentimental value of our friendship." But the gift will say that for you through signaling. However, during Christmas, you're obliged to get so many gifts for so many people. They're often rushed and not well thought out, and thus have poor signaling and ultimately end up doing more bad than good for your relationship. Gift giving by itself is fine, but a good rule of thumb is if you need to ask them what they want, you shouldn't be getting that person a gift. I guess this information on gift giving is coming a little late since Christmas is obviously over now, but this wouldn't be real advice from Harriet if it wasn't much too late, unwanted, and a tad annoying. Maybe next year you can just give gifts to people you really like, and not force yourself to destroy economic value out of holiday obligation.